All right, so I was wrestling the seat, and I don't remember taking this part off, but obviously I have, because otherwise you're not taking the seat off and you're not putting it back. So right here we have a device designed to capture this when it goes on and off. So I'm going to slide it back. I'm going to take this off, slide the seat back onto the two mounting holes, and I know I have a spring here and some clips that go through these holes. So once I have them on, I will come back and talk to you about how it went. So, all right, be right back. Okay, so I got the seat back on. Long story short, pull this pin on either side of the hinge of the seat and slide the seat. Once you have this off, that'll allow the seat to slide to the right and you'll be able to remove. The other thing here is the way this spring goes, this interlock. So whenever you have the seat forward, this interlock gets engaged. So one side of the spring goes here. It has a curlicue there that covers the button of the interlock. The spring winds around the pin, and then you just put that cotter key in there, and then this other loop comes up and goes over both halves of the hinge right there, like that. And that's it. Now all I got to do is put this plate back on and the seat will be installed. And I'm not going to cover that. Just it's just a flat washer, a lock nut, and a nut. So there's a stud under here, and it'll be dirty and you'll be able to line it up, and it's pretty easy. So that's that. The seat's installed. I have I believe I got the fenders installed. I'm going to have to give it a wash. I got it dirty. The reason it's striped like that, there's some sticky stuff on the packing material, and I wasn't able to wash it off. So I'm going to get some Goo Gone or something and try that and see if that will get rid of the sticky substance that's on there. Otherwise, my Kubota might be speckled. All right, so first thing I did this morning, installed the ROPS. Just a matter of taking 3 lock washers, 3 big nuts. This is a 22 millimeter socket. I ran them down and torqued each one to 80 foot-pound. I don't know if that's the correct torque specification. I know it's not too much. Probably can go to 100, maybe even 110. But I think 70 or 80 will be plenty. I don't think they're going to come off with the lock washers on there or anything like that. So I'm satisfied with that. Yeah, so it's coming together quite well. So that finishes up, except for just putting on, after I put the ROPS on, I'm going to go ahead and install the tail lights, turning signals. And I don't have flashers on this. It was used and they sold it to me without flashers. I didn't even know the flashers were independent. I found the wires up under the fenders for flashers, so I'm considering trying to find an LED alternative for turning signals in 4 ways. But until I do, I've been running this way for like 10 years now, and so it is what it is. used parts, right? So this is my tail light with a Paul Short lens guard on there. And Paul has a little manufacturing site that he makes these. He cut this out on a piece of flat steel. It come out of a piece of flat steel. He cut it out with a plasma cutter, a CNC plasma cutter. And I should know the name of it, but it's been a while since I've watched him do one of his plasma cutter videos. He sure is proud of that plasma cutter. But they're held on, the lens guards are held on by the same two bolts that hold the lens on. So here it is. I'm just going to show you, if you've never taken this off on your BX1850. In fact, I think they're true for a lot of the BX lines. If you've never had your lens off, it just consists of two fasteners. I believe they're Phillips heads on the factory. Paul Short, when he sells the lens guards, he provides an extra long fastener that uses a square tool to insert it. I don't know the name of that tool. I just call it a square bit. So here's what it looks like. Y'all know what it looks like without, because everybody that's got a BX has it, one that looks like that. And you put the guard on there, and it looks like that one over there. It looks pretty sharp. Mine originally came, he painted them silver or gray originally, and then a lot of people said, hey, they'd like them in black, and I was like, wow, I bet that would look good in black. So I painted mine, overpainted them with black. So anyhow, just one more thing I wanted to talk about. That's an LED replacement bulb. When you put these bulbs in, you got to be careful, because if you flip it, LEDs are polarity sensitive, unlike a regular light bulb that would you put in here. But this is a standard replacement for this type of light bulb. I forget the number, but you just plug that sucker in, and let's see. Let me turn the lights on here. Ah, I got it right. And it's bright as heck. It's got 4 little LEDs on there, maybe, and some on the side, it looks like. And it lights it up pretty good. So what did these install from the back side? You have to reach in here, and well, actually all you have to do is you can remove the lens and put the bulb in, or just twist it out from the back side and replace the bulb, and then put it back in and twist it. So you could do it without tools, or you could do it with tools. And those LEDs really make it look good. And they actually work better. The regular light bulbs were always burning out. Always. I could never keep them working. And man, knock on wood, knock on plastic. These have been, I've had them in there for about a year or two now, and man, they're great. So anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you, and the project's coming along. I have to put this back on. Now, what happened was when I took it apart, it's around here somewhere, I broke it off. That wasn't a good thing. And I don't have that sticker. So I don't know if I'm even going to bother putting that sticker on there. I might. It'll keep bugs and stuff out of there, and it'll keep buildup of dirt. What this does is it controls the speed of the descent of your 3-point hitch back here. So when you have a light implement on there, you want to open the valve so it can go down pretty freely. But if you put, say, a 300-pound implement on back here, when you hit your down control, when you tell your 3-point hitch to go down, it's going to drop very rapidly and in an uncontrolled manner. So what you do is you tighten that valve, and it will act as a brake and keep it going down slower than just a rapid drop.